from
Yeah.
2023.
I thought about you last night watching the 60 Minutes interview, and I wanted to get your reaction. I'm sure you have a lot to say.
Well, this year started like last year finished, doesn't it? With Prince Harry whining and moaning and slamming his family and being deeply unpleasant about almost all of them, whilst pretending that what he really wants is privacy and freedom from this family and from the institution they represent. And what a telling moment it was, Ainsley, with Anderson Cooper, wasn't it? When he was asked the obvious question, well, if you hate the institution that much and it's so awful and this family is so terrible, well, why do you want to be called the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Why do you want to remain with the titles?
Why
and he
do
said,
they?
well, what
Do they
difference
make
would
money?
that make? I'll tell you what difference it makes. Well, it makes $100 million worth of difference, doesn't it? Because that's pretty much what he's raked in the last year from all his own media relationships. He spent most of the time with his British TV interview last night, and I think probably with Anderson Cooper as well. I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but probably spent most of that time as well complaining about intrusion by the British press. And yet, who has been the single most intrusive person into the lives of the royal family? Who's talked about private conversations with the new king at the funeral of the king's father? Who's talked about all the behind-the-scenes machinations of the frantic trip to Balmoral as the Queen was dying? Who has talked about being beaten up by his brother, having his poor little necklace broken, etc., etc.? The answer is Prince Harry. Prince Harry has turned out to be the single most intrusive person the royal family's ever been exposed to. And I'm just not going to sit here on behalf of the British media and take any more of his hypocritical guff about